Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is my November 2020 bullet journal setup, and thank you to everyone that sent in their ideas and suggestions for what themes they wanted me to create, and I absolutely love this theme. I decided to go with a bonfire night slash fireworks night theme. For those of you that don't know, the 5th of November is formerly known as Fireworks Night, and it's also known as Bonfire Night. I'm not sure why they don't just call it one or the other. It's got something to do with a guy called Guy Fawkes, and some sort of plot. I'm not sure. There's a famous song about it. I don't really remember the words, which doesn't really help. I probably should have researched this. Oh well, but that's the theme I'm going with. It really just reminded me of all the fun times we used to have at my grandparents when I was younger. They always used to set up a massive bonfire in the back of their garden, and we'd have fireworks and roast marshmallows, and it was the best time ever. And that's really what I was thinking about when I made this month's theme. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So yes, as I mentioned, for my November theme, I went for a fireworks night slash bonfire night. Thank you to everyone that sent me their suggestions. I got quite a few suggestions to do this, and I actually did a fireworks theme for a January bullet journal, but that was back way before I started even making bullet journal videos, and I was so excited to get to recreate it, and I much prefer the spread I did this month. And so the front cover page, I actually found this picture on Pinterest and I loved it so much I decided to recreate it for my cover, and it's just a fire with November over the top with some fireworks and some sparkly stars and the moon. And throughout my bullet journal this month I used my sparkly gel pens. I kind of forgot that I had them, and I found them and I was like, this would be perfect for drawing the stars, and I kind of did it for the whole bullet journal. So on the page next to it I did a quote that says, "Collect moments, not things," because some of my favourite moments growing up were from Bonfire Night. And yes, I just dried it with a hairdryer because I didn't want the gel pens to smudge when I rubbed it out, and I couldn't turn the page over because they weren't drying quick enough, so I used my hairdryer. And then I just went over the back of the cover page with a blue pencil just to make it a bit darker, which doesn't necessarily show up very well on camera, but in real life it kind of set the scene of the page. So anyway, moving on to this next page, which is my monthly calendar setup. And once again, we are back with the 3x3 squares. I like to keep it to one page because I don't really write stuff in every single day. It's kind of more for an overview of the month, and I can see what events I've got coming up, kind of like the main events if I'm going away or things like that. So again, just kind of carrying over that theme of fireworks and stars and bonfires throughout all these pages. So the page next to it is one I first did in my last month's bullet journal, which is Bible verse of the month. And I actually wrote Bible verse of the year as I was drawing this out. And then I realised I got it wrong. Bible verse of the month. And this is just where I choose a verse that has kind of been on my heart, or maybe something to do with the theme, and it will just help me to look for it every day and try and remember it. So this month I've gone for "He counts the stars and calls them all by name," Psalm 147 verse 4. And I thought that was a great one to have, seeing as stars were part of the theme. And yeah, I just love that. We're all individual, we're all unique, and God knows each and every one of us specifically, and so I love that Bible verse. So next page is my mood tracker, da 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 da, and this one I think I also found somewhere. Someone drew a picture of a fire and each of the flames were different days, and I really like that idea, so I incorporated that into my bullet journal. So it really is just a bonfire, and each flame is a different day, and then I will colour in each flame according to my mood that day. So it might be, oh, I'm very happy today, or oh, I was feeling a bit down. And instead of using 5 different colours, because fires you normally associate with like reds, orange, yellows, so I've kind of done whole colours and then like stripes of the colours if you're kind of in between. So the page next to it is my habit tracker, and we are back again with the 6 usual habits. So we've got make sure I drink enough water, making sure I exercise, when my period is, doing some reading each day, things like that. It's really good to keep track of and see the areas you can improve and where you're doing really well in. And I just drew some fireworks, and then for each heading I drew them on a stick with a marshmallow on the end. Now, I don't know if this is an American thing, but here I wouldn't necessarily put a marshmallow on the end of a stick because sticks are dirty. We would use like a metal skewer or something. But I think it's probably more of an American thing. I'm not sure. If there's anyone American watching, let me know. So this next page is my meal tracker. And again, just a nice simple title. And each day for this, I've drawn stars. And I thought it was perfect because the stars you traditionally think of are 5-pointed, like the ones that I've drawn. And so each meal / snack can be a point of the star. And I can colour it in. And I really love that idea. The middle will just be blank, I guess. But you don't really need that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I so should have drawn the number in the middle of the star. It's too late now. That would have been really cool. Anyway, moving on to the next page, which is my YouTube videos ideas page. And I've just done 3 headings this time, and this is a really good way of writing down kind of my itinerary for my YouTube channel, what kind of videos I'm thinking of doing, if I'll need stuff for the videos, and a good way of seeing it all on one page rather than keeping it all in my head and it gets too much. Then I can visualize it. So this next page is my prayer request page. And again, this is something new I incorporated into my bullet journal last month. And I really love this page. It's just a simple page to write down any prayer requests I have for myself or prayer requests that others have asked for prayer for. And so I don't have to remember them all. And every day when I go through, I will look past this page and remember to pray for them. And then the page next to it is my traditional gratitude page. And I've just done a Bible verse which says, give thanks in all circumstances. 1 Thessalonians 5 verses 18. I wasn't close enough to my screen, so I had to lean in to be able to read the number. But that is just a lovely page. So each day you can write down something you were thankful for that day, which I think is great to remind yourself that there are things to be thankful for. And then this last page is my weekly spread, and it kind of cut out because my camera ran out of battery and I had to change it. But it was just the whole week, and each heading again was a stick with a marshmallow on it, which I love. And really simple. You can just write down your tasks, your events for that day, and a really good overview of the week. So that was my bullet journal for the month of November, and this is my flip through. So yeah, that was my November bullet journal setup for the year of 2020. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment down below of what other bullet journal themes you'd like to see me create. Christmas is my favourite time of year, and that's the next month, so I'm so excited to be able to do a Christmas theme again. This year's gone so quickly. But anyway, subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos such as this one. Ring the bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you on the flippity flip.